Hi guys, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Hi guys, I'm Raging DJ and I'm here again to present to you another video about renewable energy investing or investment in the Philippine stock market. So, I consider renewable energy stocks as multi-bagger stocks, pamana stocks or payaman stocks, especially if you have a very long-term or long time frame investments in mind. So, makita natin sa taas guys, ito yung mga renewable energy stocks na I think na malaki ang makakontribute nito sa Philippine stock market in the long run. We have the AC Energy Philippines, the Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija Corporation, Aboitiz Equity Ventures, as well as Aboitiz Power, a better future. So let's go guys. So again guys, this is a figure coming from the DOE or Department of Energy. So in the Philippines guys, makikita natin dito ano nga ba yung consumption natin. So, saan yung majority ng consumption natin sa pie na to and ano yung majority ng source ng consumption natin. So, simula tayo sa left side guys. So, makita natin guys, in 2020, majority of the consumption of energy comes from residential energy consumption. That is around 41%. Followed by industrial sources, 31%. That includes factories, power plants, and other industrial zones. And the next would be 25% commercial and others would be 33%. So mahalaga na ma-highlight dito that the dominant source of source of the consumption of energy would be from residential source. Yung mga housing sa mga bahay na ginagamit natin for our daily use. Then in terms of the source of energy or the power generation, 57% guys, that is more than half of the pie, is dominated by coal. So ito yung kino-consider natin na bad energy or dirty energy that destroys our environment. So in the stock market, this is dominated by the Semirara Corporation and DMCI Corporation. Okay, followed by natural gas at 19% and the rest would be the renewable energy sources. Okay, we have here the wind, the solar, biomass, hydro, and geothermal. So, ang plano dito guys is that by 2040, around one-third of this pie is dominated by the renewable energy. And with under the renewable energy, majority of the stake would be solar power plant. So, ang goal natin guys is to reduce the portion of the coal in this pie and to increase the portion of these renewable energy sources, especially the solar power plants in the Philippines. Okay? So, mahalaga maintindihan natin to guys para alam natin if we are an investor, we need to have a long-term or long time frame in mind as well as tingnan natin yung bigger picture. We need to zoom out. So, if you're not yet aware guys, let me present to you the Department of Energy Philippine Energy Plan 2040. So, makakatulong din ito if you're planning to do a long-term investment in renewable energy. This is a summarized version already guys, yung mga key points na kailangan o mahalaga lang natin malaman if we are an investor. By 2040, their goal is to number 1, increase the renewable energy installed capacity to at least 20,000 megawatts. So later on, I'll be showing you figures guys kung nasa na ba tayo ngayon and ano nga ba yung by decades na forecast na increase in renewable energy. Number 2, increase the production of clean and indigenous sources of energy. Number 3, decrease the wasteful utilization of energy. And number 4, ensure a balance between the provision of reliable sources of energy as well as protection of the environment. Okay? So, ang ganda ng plano ng DOE guys. So, hopefully, na maka-deliver ang DOE through this Philippine Energy Plan 2040. Okay? DOE forecasted that the renewable energy installed capacity will reach around 25,266 megawatts by 2030, a significant increase from the 2020 actual values of 7,617 megawatts. So, ang taas guys, after 10 years, 2030, this would be their forecast guys. Take note. Then, among all the renewable energy sources, solar energy is expected to achieve the biggest jump in the installed capacity, reaching around 11,393 megawatts by 2030 and 22,050 megawatts by 2040. So, ano yung significance ito guys? So, having knowledge that renewable energy is one of the key things that we need to invest now because it has a very good growth in the future. We need to know ano nga ba yung component na renewable energy na dapat tayo mag-focus. Lalo na sa stock market, mayroong mga stocks na nagpo-focus sa specific sector nila like the solar energy. Okay? The Solar Philippines, example, Nueva Ecija Corporation, a newly listed stock in the Philippine Stock Exchange. Ang focus nito guys, ang company nito is solar power plant. And according to DOE, in terms of the renewable energy sources, solar energy yung pinakamalaki guys ang mga tataas sa capacity by 2040. So, possibly guys, it would say that in the long term, maganda mag-invest sa company na to. Okay? So, ito guys yung table na sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. So, mahalaga makita natin guys, yung sinabi ko lang kanina, that during 2020, we have 7,617 total renewable energies capacity. And the next 10 years, 2030, the forecast would be 25,266. And another 10 years, 2040, the forecast would be 38,881. So, dito guys, siguro if you have a long time frame investment, so, tingnan nyo na yung age nyo guys. Kung 2030, 2040, ano na ba yung age nyo by that time? And if you're thinking na malaking growth ng mga stocks na to, and may enjoy nyo na yung bunga or fruit ng in-invest nyo ngayong time na to, possibly maganda mag-invest nga tayo sa mga renewable energy. Another thing, if you're thinking it as a pamana stock or pamana sa mga anak or apo, it's still a good buy guys because ang ganda ng growth ng renewable energy sa Philippines. And another notable figure here is that the solar sector guys, siya yung pinakamalaking capacity or pinakamalaking chunk na increase ng renewable energy na makikinabang. From 1,019 in 2020 to 11,393 in 2030 to 22,050 in 2040. So, yun guys. So, again, all of the renewable energy stocks in the Philippine stock market, maganda yung growth nila. Pero, nakakalamang lang specifically yung mga stocks na nagpo-focus sa solar energy. Okay? Kasi sila yung pinakamalaking increase in terms of the sector of the renewable energy. So, the question now guys, okay, is it the best time to invest in the renewable energy stocks now in the Philippine stock market? So I put here in my headline SPNEC, the Solar Philippine Nueva Ecija Corporation, because it is the hottest stock now in the beginning of 2022. Ang ganda ng performance guys from the IPO price of 1 pesos or 1 peso, bumagsak siya na around 0.80 pero now ang price na is trading in the all-time high around 1.70 range, 1.73, 1.74. So nakita natin guys, napakaganda ng pag-welcome ng mga traders, momentum traders and investors sa SPNEC. So again, the question now guys, it is the best time to invest now? So nakikita ba natin na pag-increase sa prices nila is just temporary, then after sometimes there will be pullback? So the answer in this guys is that given the figures that I showed to you as well as the DOE plan to 2040, I am pretty sure that it is the best time to invest now, especially if you have a long-term time frame or you're a long-term investor. Okay? So, hindi mawawala sa stock market guys yung after several months, after several days, babagsak yung presyo, there will be fluctuations. Please do take note that in 2030 to 2040, ang ganda ng forecast natin there sa growth, possibly, and based on the projection of the Department of Energy, tataas din ang capacity nila, tataas din ang investments dito sa renewable energy, and in the same way, susunod na dito yung mga stocks nila, the Solar Philippines, the Ace Energy, the Aboitiz Power, Aboitiz Equity Ventures. Yan guys, so if you have extra income or meron kang extra na pera dyan na hindi naman nakaka-apekto sa daily expenses mo or something like savings sa'yo, if you are planning to find something that you would like to invest in a long time frame, aside from dividend stocks, aside from Pag-ibig MP2, aside from time deposits, you invest in renewable energy guys. You'll never regret this, especially if you have a 10 years, 20 years time frame. Hope you learned guys with my short video about renewable energy stocks in the Philippine stock market as well as their future growth. Don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page, Raging_DJ, and don't forget to click the subscribe button on the lower right portion of your screen. So thank you guys for listening. Hi guys, don't forget to click on the subscribe button.